Bakkies have always formed an integral part of South African motoring. In the week, they help us get to work and back, and on weekends, they take us to places like this. Recently, Ford has launched yet another variant to their Ford Ranger range. This brings us to the Ford Ranger FX4. But the question is, where does it slot in? There are lots of detail changes on this Ranger FX4, starting with this grille in the front here. Now, Ford have, over the last couple of years, made the grille a distinguishing feature on their lineup. Think Raptor. This one over here is slightly toned down from the Raptor, but it will differentiate this car from the rest of the Ford Rangers. In front, you've also got daytime running lights over here that is now standard, and over here is one of my favorite features, the blacked out 18-inch wheels. And lastly, on the side over here, you've got the FX4 badge in bright red and these sick-looking side steps over here. Moving to the back, it's got this sturdy roll hoop over here, which is unusually long, but I think it's starting to grow on me. It also has lights at the bottom over there, which I think is a really cool feature. Now moving to the load bay, and over here are two of my favorite features. It's got this plastic inlay over here, which makes sure you don't damage the original bodywork. There's a 12-volt socket at the back there, and last but certainly not least is the easy lift system. Step inside the FX4 and you're greeted by a multitude of tiny details like this red stitching and of course FX4 badges to let you know what you're driving. Although to me at first all these buttons was a negative, it does allow everything to fall to hand, which means the typical Ranger driver can spend hours behind the wheel in a Ford Ranger. The Ford FX4 comes with an 8-inch color screen and of course Ford's now famous Sync 3 system. The other big change is the new Ford Pass Connect, which is the new app that allows you to do things such as start your car remotely on a cold free state morning, schedule services and check the basic health of your car. The seats do fold up and these down for added convenience. You've got this armrest over here, but although there is enough legroom for me, I think taller people might have a slight problem. FX4 does come with two USB ports in the front, but at the back, you're stuck with just a 12-volt socket. Driving on these gravel roads in this, the 4x4 version, is exactly where this car excels. I can swap between 2 high and 4 high on the fly. So if I hit little bumpy sections like this or an uphill section like this up ahead, it's no problem for the FX4. This car really does shine on any sort of rough terrain, and although these bumps are huge, I managed to cover quite a few kilometers in total comfort. This, of course, is the 132 kilowatt, 420 Newton meter single turbo 2-liter engine. The 10-speed gearbox really comes into its own when it comes to fuel economy. We're averaging around 9 liters per 100 now, and although that's a little bit shy of the 7.5 liter claimed figure, I do think that might be possible on some smooth highway driving. Just like XLT, FX4 comes with a host of safety features. You get 7 airbags, front and rear parking sensors, and my favorite, rear-facing camera as well. Back on tarmac, and at slower speeds like this Ranger really is very competent. It's the kind of car that you can drive daily without any hassles, especially at say 60, 80, 100 k's an hour. go a little bit faster, and it does get a little bit choppy, as is the case with most bakkies. But on the day-to-day commute, I think this is actually perfect for driving around town. The Ford Ranger XLT is a fantastic bakkie. This one over here is not quite as straight-laced though, where most manufacturers will charge a premium for extra bits such as that. Ford has made this a very, very attractive package that slots in neatly between its current range. It's an XLT, but not quite as straight-laced and a lot more edgy.